as good as knockback is. It's got to be like a higher two-hand damage and or doing some other shit. Faster cast rate, ice blast, ice bolt, warmth, increased stability. It is socketed. Oh yeah, there's all these U-warns and the scepters I can use too. Oh no, I didn't mean to buy that. Fuck. It's a 2 to 4. It's not even better than stuff. Put that shit back. I gotta be careful with that. I gotta be careful not to click on shit. That's a 2 to 4. Lay Golem. Oh yeah, Necromancer shit. Well, it's never stopped me using them, so... Explosion. I'm looking to see if there's something stronger and better in here that might be faster and more powerful, perhaps. Like there's Ice Blast. I don't think I'm using Ice Blast. Telekinesis. Nobody wants telekinesis. Knockback. And what were these? Because these do like 6 to 11 damage, which is immediately more. How much undead and socketed. And lightning resistance. I mean, most of these are kind of geared towards paladins, but honestly, they were all fair game when I was a kid. If it said for like skills for paladin only and stuff like that, it didn't stop me from getting them if the damage it did fundamentally was stronger, you know. So yeah, keep an eye on those. But yeah, apparently Kara's the one to see. And you have armor that I've sold you. That's the only reason why you got an armor tab. That's not bad. It's even got lightning resistance and shit too. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Eventually we'll get Amplissa some fucking, I don't know, a weapon or something. She'll have to level up. If she's like, what, a 6? The fuck am I? 7. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, they're normally about the same level as your character. If not, they tend to level up reasonably quickly, you know? Anywho. It's also super weird going back through the beginning and stuff because, like, I played a lot of Diablo, right? And you do get used to, like, going back through areas and stuff. But knowing that, like, I'm at the start of the journey again and shit is a very weird feeling after having played through, like, a recreation and stuff. Because, like, when you're uniquely just playing the game, like, obviously, you just kind of, like, flitter through what sections you want to play and stuff. Or... you know, you get all the map and you do everything, but it just kind of like flies by and stuff because I've still got to like apply certain things to that. It's, it feels a bit different. Why is this room shaking? That's a little concerning that this whole room was shaking. Yeah, I guess they're like better followers in here. I might have been stuck on something, I guess. I'd love it if I could, like, break these with the Nova. I feel like I should be able to. It is also kind of fun using the Nova as well, although I noticed that one of these trumps my health a lot more than the other. If you notice when I change over. Yeah, the little orb gives me a tiny bit more health as well. So, that is, it's interesting. I've noticed it before. I'm like, I gotta be careful with that when I swap over my weapons that I'm not next to dead. And then I swap backwards and I die because I don't actually have the life, you know? Ooh, that is pretty. Tell you what, let's get out some Novas and let's get in here. Because it seems to be kind of powerful enough. I do need mana, but I can mostly kill them. Chaos, Thorn, Undead, Spectral hit. Huh. I feel like I just don't have as much inventory capacity with her, or I'm just finding more shit. Jesus. The hell of a kaboom just then. I'll have to go back with this for sure. Yeah, for sure. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting so much stuff. I know it's like mostly just like a few coins here and there, but it's still like a lot of stuff. That is a set of armor, yeah. It's armor, there's a lot of healing.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I know that. I'll tell you what, the sheer quantity of arrows that we're going to find are going to be like useless. I have jam-packed, no space. That's fine, we'll come back in for this. I feel like we went through that one a little bit fast, you know? It's also kind of cool seeing her with like the orb and stuff. Like, I can't wait until I get to the point where I've got like the big war staves and stuff. Because like I mostly used like the big double-handed staff stuff later. And like a lot of the wands and stuff like that, I still dabbled with. But I found that, I know it's not how it works and stuff, but I found that like when I was using it, I felt like I should be casting stuff, not actually hitting things with it. Cold resistance. Two, yeah, that's a cold resistance of 5. Off you go. Yeah, with the wands, I don't feel like she should be actually physically bonking the thing over the head with the object. Whereas with the staff, I feel like you're supposed to beat the ever-loving shit out of them with that. You know? It just kind of feels different in that way. I have to still wait for Implicit to get her level, but this is fine. In all honesty, the fact that I get to change her and she's starting with such a terrible name is so useful. Because I'm like, what a name. As I said, like, sorry if you're called Amplicita in real life. That is a hell of a name. I also have like a shit ton of health, which I'm kind of stockpiling for Endaril at this point. I don't have room for other shit, but we've got a spare bow for Implicita, which is kind of cool because she's going to do like standing back and fighting, although the third area guy, I think it is, the Iron Wolves guys, I'm expecting them to die just as much as they originally did, because my god, did they die. Oh shit, what was that? Go away, you. They died a lot. Sorry, I accidentally tabbed to a different screen. I'm like, that's useless. I was like, basically teleported out of the game for a second there. Guessing there must be the two separate things then. That's fine. Anywho. Completely forgot what I was saying because I got like flashbanged into paint. I took a screenshot of Implicit's name because I'm like, I'm going to need to know how to spell that later. That was the top one. It should only be the 2. I don't think I can get any of the rogues, like, loot out of their bodies and stuff. Where's stamina? What is that tied to? Yeah, vitality. Yeah, I can see why that got up so high eventually. I know that we're going to smooth out the point system first, and then we're going to just basically rip vitality. I think it's vitality, a new one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's vitality, because it does like all the energy and shit. Which is interesting, because you'd think I'd want more mana. But I didn't really like fly that way, you know. I saw that there was a special dude in there. I see you coming out of there, mate. There's like a, I don't know, like a copper colored zombie in here somewhere. You. Black Vein, Undead Teleportation, that's who. I can freeze you into spot, mate, though. Prevent you from going anywhere. And I can just beat the shit out of them. Oh, man. I gotta admit, it is really nice to be able to walk up beside them and actually, like, get a hit. Oh, hello, what'd you find? Find a little hidey, bro. Alright. Yeah. Kelly's was so strict. Hold on, we got Bone Breaker. Hang on, hang back. Yeah, let's get the mana, and then you can freeze them, and then you can stand back and hit them. Like, eventually I'll get to the point where maybe she'll have enough mana that she can kind of hang back. He was extra strong as well. But not for a while, I don't think. Sash, light manas, bow. I wonder if you can use that bow. Hold on. Look, just fast attack speed and shit for just a few minutes should help. Better than nothing right now. There we go. I also think I've got like 3 different size potions in my inventory. Oops. Yeah, I do. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, no, it's alright. It's a different size one. I was gonna say, I've got one that's taller than the other in here. Visually, I just like lightly picked up on it and I'm like, wait a minute. Hello. I like being able to interest these zombies in a little bit of frozen, a little bit of frost damage, you know? It's quite fun. I'm also enjoying the fact that shit isn't just spawning from opening up these. That's very nice.
I am overburdened.
I am relatively overburdened, but not entirely overburdened. I might be able to fit that buckler. Is there anything else? There's a short sword. I probably can't fit that. Yeah, it's a 3-piece thing. I could drink these. I'm already done up with mana. What does this do? Generates mana, replenish life. You'd think I'd want that, but the skulls were never really my jam. I did used to use them occasionally, but not much. Use the teeny tiny health, and that will let us carry that. Then we can go back. Honestly, I could have probably gone back outside of here, but this is fine. This will let me do this. I'm gonna get away from the portal because I'll accidentally click on it and I know it. Well, we're getting there. We've got, I would say, probably 3 more levels before that comes even. And let's see what we've got in here. We've got Ice Blast to unlock. Ooh. Well, we'll go take a look at that later. Yeah, the hard part about Tabby Cat is that she unlocks everything, essentially, sooner or later. So, I don't get to have like the super ultra strong 1 or 2 attacks that Kelly had, because like I do sit on a couple of the skills a little bit more than others, but like not as much because I had to still disperse my points to a degree, at least until we've got pretty much the majority of them, I think. Full damage and stuff. We're not keeping the shield just yet. 16, I've got a 26, which I've still got a socket, some mana. Enhanced defense and 1 to strength. It's better. Off you go. Full damage and maximum damage. That's fine. I accidentally bought too many. I might actually sell that skull for the moment. And I need another one of these. I'm running out of room in my inventory over here. So I may just grab all the much smaller potions if I can, or a lot of the smaller potions, because like I'm not close enough to Endarial battles at the moment that I need to worry too much. But at the same time, this is an absolute junk heap because of how I've been putting this shit in here, unfortunately. So let's move you over. Eventually, I really only want the bigger potions in here, but for the moment, whatever I've got, I might take out this row as well, maybe. Move that over again, and I'll just see. Because there will come a time where I need resources, and I won't have money to probably buy it. I'm also just not selling it at the moment, but it's fine. As for extra health, I think I have the extra health on me. Put that on that row, it should be fine. I did have an extra one up there, that's okay. So I've got the extra 1 row of health. I also have to use those a stone out of there for my gear or something, and I'll take the extra 1 of that. I'll sell all these in a sec. What do we want to put in the armor? Let's see, a better chance of getting magical items. I've already got something buff for gold, I think. Strength, weapons, yeah, strength, dexterity, 10 to life. 10 to life could be really good, and attack rating, but Kid Me would have done magical items, so off you go. Because this also gives me life as well. Man, some of this stuff is like ridiculous. Oh, her armor looks like it's super gold too. I didn't even notice that before. This will get me a little bit of money. Not a lot. I think this only sells for like 15. That's still paid for half of the repair. So, you know what? It's fine. Plus, we'll buy more, portals and shit later. And eventually I'll probably need to buy back Blissa at some point. Probably. So far, I'm not too worried about making her strong. Like, I didn't really get concerned with that. With Tabby Cat, she was kind of always just strong. And so, like, that's kind of why I fucked around more with the like magical items and gold and stuff. However, the magical items and gold and stuff actually helped because we'd get more money, we'd find better gear, which would of course again give us more money if sold and stuff. And yeah, it was just kind of like a happy feedback loop in a way, if you will, until I actually needed shit. And then by the time I needed shit, she was basically fine anyway. So we'll see if it plays out the same way, like, you know, luck-wise and stuff, because obviously she's got a bit of, like, extra gold, and she's got a bit of the, fine magical items and stuff, so maybe. But again, there's no promise that she's going to find the exact shit that we used to find, so. Right. It is also something that, like, oh yeah, hold on. I've got to check out, what's the new one? That one? Ice Blast. Yeah, we gotta check out Ice Blast just real brief. That seems OP. Yeah, that's a bit much for the cold damage one. That's not the Frost Nova business, but yeah. That combined with like her fire and shit. By the way, we will buff up the fire eventually. That seems just a bit, like, immediately, like, too strong. Not a problem, but shit. Yeah, I can kind of see why I, like, dabbled a lot more in, like, the cold with her and sort of actually continued playing with it. Because when it comes to, like, something that's not fire in a game, it has to actually be, like, genuinely powerful, or otherwise you can't convince me to keep using it. And I was always curious after the fact why it was that I had dabbled so much, because like I remember using both fire and ice, but I remember mostly leaning towards fire towards the end. It's like I remember why I played with ice so much in the beginning, you know. It makes sense. But I don't know how we go with here, because I think the Stony Field doesn't have a waypoint, or I'm not sure. I know it's powerful in here. I know it's OP. I do have to be careful with that. I don't think it has a waypoint though. Hold on. That corner properly. I'm pretty sure there's the stones, and if I can hit you guys. Actually, you know what it's really good against is these fuckers. Yeah. Come here, you. Where's the rock and issue guy? Or are you guys all just kind of like loosely here? Because that's fine too. I don't think I can get you. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh, why can't I hit you? There we go. Yeah, I'm like I should be able to hit them. Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna still hit up that mana too frequently. There you are. I was looking for you. Because yeah, that, and then I don't have to worry about these guys. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when Heavy Cat's OP compared to Kelly. She is a lot stronger. Mind you, like, I'm trying to balance out shit. I haven't hit anything on mana yet. But,
I need mana.
Yeah, I know you need mana. Do I not have space? I have, like, a little bit of space. Let's put that there. What was this? This is healing. Okay. I'm pretty sure the Stony Field doesn't have a waypoint. I'll just check, though. Where's the thing? It's up here, because it's the sideways one. Oh no, it does. It does. Okay. No, that's fine. If it's got a waypoint, that's fine. I don't have anything to identify at this time, so let me put that there. But I do have an extra scroll of that. And I'm good for health, so let's start swapping out those. The rest should be sellable, although that is socketed. A bit, well, socketable kind of thing. I don't think I've got anything else on me that's accidentally socketable and that I'm just not aware of. I guess we'll find out.
Good day.
Okie dokie. So, there's so much to sell. I just gotta not sell my keys. We're getting some good money. Although, mind you, I should be getting extra gold, I think. Extra gold and more magical items, which means I'll get extra gold when selling magical items. Yeah. Yeah, it should work. Should work well. And the extra life on this orb is also neat. What's that? Was there not something here that I couldn't pick up, or did I get everything? No, I must have got everything. What the hell is that? Oh, that's a mummy's corpse. Don't mind me. I'm like, the fuck is this thing? I don't think there's anything in there. There's these. There's armor. Oh, there's specialty armor. I don't have a thing to identify that yet, but we will think about it later. And for the moment, we'll move that over. It's not making that much of a difference, but it might. Okay. I do have to kind of skittle around in here and find some stuff. Oh, Goatman. Hi, dudes. Oop. Actually, if I freeze them, I can hit them, can't I? Hang on a second. Let's test the theory. They're like one fucking shot. Oh, shit, it's this guy. I didn't even get to read what his name was. Mate. Okay, I'm not mad about it. I'm just like... I'm a little confused because I'm so used to having to fucking struggle with Kelly, you know? Mind you, I think that's why I also really liked Kelly so much, is like I really got to like get acquainted with like the difficulties of her character and shit, you know? And these guys, they're still like, what, 3 hits? I don't have space, no. I may. I could use up mana for a sec, but... Oh, we've got an identification thing. What is it? You gonna use it? Oh, it's a 20. A little bit less than that, but... And I did just socket it. Enhanced defense, 3 to mana, poison resistance, 5%. What was yours, love? Yours is a 23, and it's got some more stuff. That's fine. Okay, I may have to go back. Because I only have 2 spots spare, and that's a 4. That was a quick trip. I'm getting a lot of body armor at the moment, which, you know, not a bad thing. By the way, I do think that her outfit is kind of cool with the black and the gold. I'm not really a gold person, but the gold, the green, and the black does look kind of nice. And it's an interesting buckler, but I don't need it at the moment. I will need another town portal, and I'll keep that mana. There we go. Okay, as long as I've got like decent mana. I don't mind using some mana now. But yeah, for a good while, she does seem like she's mostly stronger than needing the actual ability to throw an attack. Although later we're going to need the ability to throw an attack, so, you know, it'll be good fun. Cool. Let's put you down there just for the sake of neatness. And go back out and we'll boop some goats. You know how it is. Boop some goats, find some stuff, break some shit, maybe. Break that guy. Yes, maybe. Yeah, I kind of like this. Yeah, I ended up getting to a point with Tabby Cat where we used Frozen Orb. And it was one of those things where it's like, you can't really get me to use like a max level cold thing unless it's good. Oh, I hear you, mate. And yeah, this is pretty good. Hi. I could freeze you, but I could also just boop you a little bit. Because, although this does have a durability too, I think I've got to be careful of that. It's a 20%, no, it's a 20 durability, it's fine for the moment. I just kind of remembered that weapons have like durabilities and shit, and so does armor and crap. I took a break and my brain's just like, we don't need this information, it's fine. Hi. Oh, a cracked eagle orb. Give me that. Also, I do have set rules on what I have to name and like what it is and stuff. So ideally, if we could have like a classed orb, when we have to name something, that would be great.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive. And her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
honestly sounds more like something that's come to pass beforehand. And I remember the Black Marsh taking us a while that one time. Anyway. I don't remember what I was saying before that, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure my brain was like crapping out on something. I kind of want to get like this corner, but I feel like it's going to go somewhere. You know? It just kind of like has that look to this section, unless it is like just a perfect little square. It's also good we found that fucking book so soon, because I remember taking a while to find it in one of the runs. It took us fucking ages to locate it. And then when I did find it, I was inundated with like all kinds of creatures, and it was like next to impossible to get stuff out of.
Anymore.
True, but what if I move some shit? And alright. Well, this is pretty much like the... Unless this kind of like comes around to like a passageway here. I'm gonna have to go back. I don't have more space. She is finding a lot of gear. Understandably. A lot more than I kind of felt like she would at this point. I also have like the spare... what do you call it? The spare fucking town portal and stuff. Frozen armor. Ice bolt. 3 to life. 1 to 3. Mine's stronger. I'll keep that for the moment. Alright. It's really weird seeing in my inventory the offhand weapon being empty. I think she can actually have a buckler or something. I think she can have a shield with this one. I should have kept a couple of the shields that we got were really good. But just... I don't think I also would have noticed as well as a kid, you know? Was one of those, like, it would have taken me a bit. So I do love some of these like recreations and stuff like that, because yeah, it takes me like a hot minute. Oh, hello. It takes me like a hot minute every single time. Oh, it doesn't take that much damage when it's frozen. Hi. These little things are normally so much more of an issue. I also recall them doing like lightning and shit. So it's kind of nice that we haven't found one of those packs of fucking lightning birds. I know you're starting shit with a zombie and stuff, but just wait a minute. Where is this going? Oh, this is we found the waypoint, which is good because I need the waypoints. I feel like this goes a lot further than it should. I still need the waypoints for progression purposes. So whenever we can find those is good. I kind of feel like I'm going towards something this way though.
Not enough mana.
True. Every time she's like, not enough mana, I'm like, that's okay, I can boot this thing. That's perfectly okay. We'll just hit it, it'll be right. Alright, we're kind of going a bit far here. We gotta go up. There you are.
I need mana.
I actually haven't checked yet if this uses more mana than the fire one, but I do assume that it does because it's a higher skill, I think. Or it's the 7 across... Hold on. I think the cold skills has like, yeah, 7, 7. That one's a 7 and that one's not. So that one's using 2.5 mana. And this is using 6 mana. Okay, it's using substantially more mana. So if I wanted to do more attacks, I could use the other one. Freeze length is 3. It's 8 to 12 damage. And this was 3 to 6 damage, but I can use at least 2 more, so consider it as 6 to 12 damage. So this can do slightly more damage if I can get the attacks out faster, but not the other way around. The other one just does it like immediately. And yes, I did actually care a little bit by the time I played Tabby Cat. I didn't have any fucks to give about... Oh, that's terrifying. I had no fucks to give when I played Kelly. I found the fucking stones. I don't want to fight you guys yet. Give me the mana so I can run away. I've got to get this corner. No, you don't fucking identify that they're nearby. Love, we don't need to know. Because we're going to just go around this corner and they're not going to be there. And then we're going to go get most of the rest of this map before we deal with that. Because fuck knows that's going to be a bad fight. Although, with Tabby Cat, fuck knows, it could be probably really easy. I don't know. And another fucking diamond. I'm getting a lot of stones. I noticed a lot of like gem stones are dropping. I'll come back around the corner in a second, mate. Don't you worry, I just gotta get like up and around here.